Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Last episode, we ended up meeting up with the water dragon and we were told that she had an issue that we had to go and help fix. So, without further ado, let's go and head in the direction that the water dragon told us to head into. We also got, used to swimming, which I completely screwed that up. Okay, let's head out the way that she said. And we get to one of the most beautiful areas in the game. I know I said this in, like, the Lanai Room mining facility area, but this is probably the only area that actually rivals that, like, statue room, in my opinion. But yeah, I would say so. Let's just catch these blessed butterflies. That... Come on. Ah, nah. We aren't gonna catch them. It's fine. But blessed butterflies are around. We know what to do with that. Okay, there we go. What's up? Boing! Monster Claw. I'll take that. Useful, I guess. Another... Oh, I'm just gonna let that fly away. See what this grasshopper does. Okay, there we go. Let's go and start dowsing, because I don't think there's much we can do. Actually, wait a minute. There's something underwater here. There's actually materials underwater, which is nice. So if you go under here... Oh. Well, there's a rupee there, but that's not what I'm trying to show. There is a patch that has... No, it's not here. Okay, I don't know where it is in the... I don't know where it is, but there should be an Amber Relic somewhere around here as well that we have yet to get. Might just be like something else that we can't get yet, but I don't know. So anyway, let's go and head up. Well, let's start dowsing because we need to use our dowsing as well. So the sacred water is telling us to go that way. Makes sense. Because the water dragon did tell us to go this way. Let's go. Oh. If he has something to say, that's weird. Master, I have information to report. By my estimates, you are currently situated in the southwest area of Farron Woods. Please confirm your location with your map. You really couldn't cut that out of the game, Nintendo? Okay, let's push this log down. You do not want to miss pushing this log down. It saves you a lot of time. And let's see where this is going. So, yeah, it's heading in that direction. Look at our map really quick, and you can kind of see where that direction is. So Link is facing there. I'm going to go and do this just to save time, because ultimately, we are going to head into the deep woods to go and find the water. It's not in the main Farron Woods area. So let's go back to this statue and do our thing. To the sky. Now, while we're up here in the sky, we have a few things to go and do, and I keep opening up that. We got a few goddess chests in the last couple episodes. We got one over here, which we're going to get later. We got 2 on Skyloft. I know that it doesn't really show you, but we definitely have 2 on Skyloft. I'll show you where those are. And then we have this one right here, which is the harder one to get out of the 5, technically. Except one of the chests we can't get right now. Like, actually can't get. But, yeah, I'll see you over by this one. No! Nowhere close. Okay. I'm switching controller now. Okay, back with a Pro Controller. And we should be able to easily land here. The Pro Controller makes this very easy. Otherwise, we would need to get an item that we have yet to get. You can easily just do it this way. And in this chest, we have a piece of heart. Nice. That's piece of heart number 11, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's number 11. Okay. Meet you on Skyloft for our next chest, I'm pretty sure. Okay, back on Skyloft. We have a few things to actually do, because I want to go and check some of the shops now that we're here again. But I want to get some of the chests, and I don't know if they'll actually show up on your map. They do. Okay, so we have 3 chests here. We have one in an area that we couldn't get to before, now that we can swim. We have one off to this island, and then we have this one, which we can't get for a good while. So let's get the first 2 chests. The other one should be, or the first one should be right down here. Okay. So I want to go and get a running jump. And, no, Link. Okay, yeah. Running jump, and got it. Okay. There we go. What's in this chest? Does anybody know? 100 rupees. Sweet. Okay, now we're getting a little bit closer to, like, Cap. Yeah. Kind of expected that. Next thing I actually want to do is get on Beetle's airship. So let's get there. Hello, Beetle. Let down your hair. This is the Rapunzel story in the Zelda universe. Don't at me. I think it's about time that we should buy the heart piece is tempting, but this is definitely like a thing we should buy. This thing will open up another space in your adventurer's pouch. It is my last one, so it's a little expensive. The price is 1,200 rupees. If I were you, I'd think hard whether I really need it or not. I think I need it. So I'm gonna go and grab it. That's all of our adventure pouches. So, nice. And we still have 600 rupees to spare. Anything new? No, he doesn't restock after that. That's his final item here. Okay, now let's see where he drops us. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you don't check anything, he doesn't drop you. Good point. That I should have brought up before. So under here, I didn't really go in depth before. But under here, there was an area that was kind of open to us. But we couldn't swim to it because we didn't have a swimming ability. Now we have a swimming ability, so we can get in here and dolphin dive. Oh yeah, brain trauma. Okay, what's in this chest? Because this is just a regular chest. This isn't going to be the good thing. 100 rupees, nice. So we're already making back money on our investment with Beetle. And the big kahuna. So which one is this? Heart piece 12. And I think you get another heart from that. Yes. So there you go. 2 heart pieces. We have one more Goddess Cube chest to get, but we're going to head to the bazaar first, and then we're going to go and head to that chest. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, in the bazaar... let's talk to Gondo.
Hey!
How's Scrapper treating you? Pretty good. I'm gonna upgrade, because I want to see what we have yet to upgrade while we're here. So if I had ancient flowers, I could get the big net. I might actually do that off camera. Because, well, I don't feel like grinding. This is a very useful item, the scatter shot. So maybe we might go with that, because right now we don't have anything else. Yeah, scatter shot. Let's go with it. Yeah, I'll get the net at some point. Maybe I'll grind for it off camera and I'll just put it at the end of this episode or something as an Easter egg, or at the start of the next episode. Something like that. Just know that we will be getting the big net. Scatter shot. If you got anything else you want me to tinker around with, you just let me know. Will do. I was just kidding. We've got the big net now. Let's go for it. Big net is very useful, so I would recommend going for this upgrade as soon as possible. I just wasn't there. Mostly because you can get an evil crystal as stated before in the bamboo episode, from the bamboo cutting minigame, if you can get that early on, I would recommend using it on the bug net immediately. Don't use that evil crystal on anything but. There's one other thing we have to go and look for in the bazaar. Ruben has something to go and say. I think I might buy the shield from him, but maybe not. Depends on what happens. Boy, have I got a new potion for you. I call it the air potion. So Love has a new potion for us. One delicious gulp of this elixir and you'll find that underwater your oxygen gauge will drop much more slowly. You'll be like a little fish, young man. The price is more than generous, if I do say so myself. If you're interested in a bottle, young man, just examine the blue cauldron and it'll come a-running. Okay, so blue potion, or oxygen potion, or air potion, or whatever. If you drink that, your oxygen gauge will reduce less quickly when you're underwater for a short time. So yeah, that is very good for swimming. If you struggle with swimming, I would recommend getting that item. Yeah, Ruben is kind of sad, and we've had our limelight with the iron shield. I think it's about time that we use the sacred shield. So, let's buy it. So, electricity. This doesn't conduct electricity. That's the best part about the shield. This shield's probably one of the best shields in the game. The upgrades are better, but it's a shield that I'll get into it a little bit better. It has the same properties as the wooden shield, though. Shield's low durability means that it breaks easily, but it deflects fire, ice, and fire, electric, and curse attacks. So it breaks easily, but it will deflect a lot of elements. Aha! Thank you for your loyalty and patronage, friend. I've taken the liberty of placing your purchases in your pouch. Press R to open it and equip what you need. Okay. Thank you for the sacred shield. I'm gonna go and drop this off at... Welcome, my darling. I've been waiting for you. You can trust me with anything, your stuff. Yeah. I hope you're not in a hurry to go, sweetie. Okay. So, we're gonna drop our fortified shield in there. I kind of feel bad because we're probably not gonna see these shields again. Unless I break the sacred shield, which probably will happen. I'm not gonna doubt my ability on that. I would go and say, because you can go to Gondo for a second. I'm sorry, we've been spending a lot of time in Bazaar, but there's a lot of things that happen. We can't upgrade it just yet anyway, but if you have ornamental skulls and bird feathers, which are pretty easy to get, it's just one dusk relic, and it's really good to upgrade, so I'd recommend doing that. We couldn't do it anyway because we don't have enough rupees. We're also just 2 rupees short, so... So, inside the Thunderhead, we have our next Goddess Cube chest. And it's right here. I couldn't glitch it. Oh, it's all good, because guess what? You can cheese it, technically. Oh, no. Well, we can get into what the scatter shot does, because I didn't actually go over that. Scatter shot. It's basically a shotgun with seeds. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to go and take care of these, because they're in our way. The Waltolas. So get off the vines, please, and let's climb them so we can get our bounty. Because that's literally our last thing to do before we can head back to the surface. Oh, let's see what's in here. What is this? Ruby metal. While you're carrying this, rubies will appear more often. Which, now I have the heart metal and the rupee metal equipped, so I don't know what that's going to do to chances. But, whatever. And then down here, you can dig up this spot, and there is a regular chest. So what's in this? This is literally all that this island is. Monster horn, okay. Useful. So yeah, that's literally all this island is. So we won't be returning to this island anytime soon, I don't think. Well, now you get to see what happens whenever you fall off an island in the Thunderhead. Nobody comes to save you. Link just respawns because physics. But yeah, we're gonna hop off the island and head back to the surface now, where we need to go for the sacred water. Okay, so back on the surface. We're in the deep woods now. Oh, there's a moblin there. I do not want to aggro him. But we're back in the deep woods, and we're at the temple entrance for Skyview. You might be wondering why. I'm just going to give you the answer to everybody's question. Sacred Water is actually in the first dungeon of the game. This is the first time that you've actually had to have had to gone back into the first dungeon. And honestly, I don't think it was a bad idea. Like, it was a cool concept. Could have been done better a little bit. They could have put harder enemies, but you'll see. My readings indicate the presence of sacred water within this temple. Unfortunately, it is not possible to use your dowsing ability here. Based on my calculations, I estimate the water is located in the deepest part of the temple complex. I recommend using the X on your map as a guide while revisiting the deepest area of the temple. I am detecting a greater enemy presence in the vicinity than I had previously observed. I would also, it'd also be wise to proceed with caution. Thank you, Fee. Even though you kind of told us things that we already knew. Here, I'm going to let him hit my shield really quick. Because this is a thing about the Sacred Shield that I didn't go into. Pay attention to the Sacred Shield's health bar. Yeah. The Sacred Shield heals itself. Why I would argue that the Sacred Shield is a really good item to get as soon as possible. I wanted us to have more... Oh my god. I wanted us to have more time with the Iron Shield a little bit, because we didn't get to see the fully upgraded Iron Shield, so I wanted to give that its time in the limelight. Because normally I always switch to the Sacred Shield right whenever we can. So I don't really give it the time of day. Okay, let's go and keep digging this, because we have the moments now. Okay, cool. That didn't... Oh. He was apparently down there. Okay. You're like... What is your name again? Yeah, Quartz. I thought you were Quartz. Hold on, you're that guy. That guy I met in the volcano. Here to do some treasure hunting too? What's with you, Mogmas, and treasure hunting? I called it. You got the treasure hunter written all over your face. Did that big stone guy help out there tip you off to the loot too? Stone guy? I think he's meaning Gorko, but... Yeah. What do you say again? Strum a chord most beautiful in the place within the temple where the butterflies dance? So, I get here and I let loose with some of the most gorgeous humming I've ever done in my life, and nothing happens. But, seeing how you come this far, there's no chance I'm gonna just let you give up I'm gonna give up the hunt for the treasure just yet. Okay. He's giving us a hint. This is a new mechanic, and Gorko would have taught us this if I ran into him recently. But if you strum at this wall, because there were blessed butterflies here. Whoa there, buddy. I bet you're going to run ahead and swipe the best of the treasure for yourself. But I say you're setting yourself up for a big-time disappointment. Just because some weird design popped up on the wall doesn't mean you're any closer to finding the treasure, alright? I think you've been had by the boulder with legs. Stay here if you want. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. Well, I was gonna go over this anyway. A lot of people were saying this wasn't in the HD version for some reason around launch. And I don't know why, because it clearly was, but yeah. If you Skyward Strike at these Goddess Walls is what they're called. They're called Goddess Walls. If you Skyward Strike at the Goddess Walls, you can draw, just like we did earlier. And you can draw pretty much any item in the game, and it will hand you stuff. And this is horrible drawing, but hopefully I get what I wanted out of it. Yes, I wanted rupees. So it is very forgiving on what you draw. Didn't need to be that forgiving, honestly, because I was honestly expecting it to do hearts because of how bad that was. But yeah. So yeah, we're back in the temple, and we're just chilling. We have the green bokoblins still. We have now archer bokoblins, though. Okay. Can my sword not be messed up? You can just cheese them like that. You've always been able to do that. Here, we'll just use our scatter shot. And we'll take care of this guy. Because he can't swim. Oh, well, there he goes. So we need a key. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this was a... I'm not gonna go and say it was a horrible concept. Because a lot of people look at this and are like, why go back to a temple and backtrack through a temple? I think that was a cool idea. It's just, they picked one of the most, like, one of the least interesting temples to go back to. Like, I'm not gonna shit-talk this temple, because I kind of did that in the Land Room mining facility, and I didn't mean to go and do that. I don't think any of the temples are bad in this game, per se. And I don't think any Zelda game has a bad first temple. But the fact of the matter is, this is probably the least interesting temple in the entire game. So let's go and look around for anywhere where there could be a key. It has to be within these 3 rooms, so we're just gonna look around, I guess. But yeah, they picked probably the least interesting temple to do it with, and that's most of its problem right there. But yeah, as you can see, there are newer enemies around. Froaks are just hanging out around here. I think the bokoblins are the same bokoblins that were here before. Just fantastic. I work like a weasel and swipe a key from that monster, and then I have to go and lose it. I just can't remember which hole I hid it in. Ugh. What do I need a key for? Anyway, I can buy a trunk full of those things once I find the treasure I'm after. Wait, what about a key? Hey, what do you want? Key. It's the darnest thing. I buried a key around here and I can't recall where exactly I put it. Now, where could I have hidden that key? I guess it's not in this room after all. You don't happen to have a map on you, do you, pal? I do have a map on me, and you gave me a hint that it's not in this room, so I'm not even going to waste my time. This dungeon is weird in the way that it works. It works on context clues now. So you have to find out which room the key is supposed to be in for this first part, which already was a dumb puzzle to begin with originally. Like, they're reusing a puzzle at the start of the dungeon. Like, a lot of people look at this and probably go and think of the start of the dungeon being basically the exact same. I would say that, like, the later half of the dungeon is changed up a bit. But this is definitely, yeah, more iffy. I'm gonna go and try going around, seeing if whatever. There's a Stalfos over there, which definitely wasn't over there before. I don't know if we can just... I think we have a new thing that we can go and do with our abilities as well. I think we can go and do this. Yes. Okay. No, the Stalfos is gonna... Okay, no. Stalfos, no. Bad Stalfos. Okay. So yeah, I see a diggy hole here. I'm just gonna try all the digging holes, because why not? I mean, the key has to be somewhere. Can we swim through this? Okay, crap. Broke. Yes, you can swim through this. And that's a trick question. Because, honestly, that is the right answer. If you struggle on that, that is the right answer. You can swim through that. Doesn't look like you can swim through it. Quartz gives you a thing. I don't know why it didn't trigger. But Quartz gives you a hint that you need to swim into a tiny little area to get it. But come here, and you've got a small key. This will open the locked door. So yeah, you have to remember, like, the only way that you're doing this puzzle, and this is why I, like, said in the first episode, I think, or, like, the first dungeon, like, episode where we were doing this dungeon, I was like, you want to look out for that hole. You want to keep that hole in your mind, because it's important later on in the game. That is the only hole that you need to keep in mind, because you literally can't do anything with it, and then the game is expecting you to remember it late game. Like, I'm not gonna go and say that that was the best puzzle, but I liked the rest of this dungeon because it's more combat-oriented. Because you have Stalfos going around and everything. screwed up, but you can easily just do that. Get 20 rupees out of it. Always good for your time. But yeah, there's just enemies around and everything. They really brought it up with the fact that you have a bunch of different enemy types that you've already run into. It's just a quick jaunt, honestly, through the temple. And you might be wondering how to do this puzzle. So, they're going to shoot at us with their bows, because they are what they are. But yeah, we can just go over here. Okay, excuse you. We're just going to go over here with our beetle. And drop the bomb there. Pretty simple puzzle as well. Like, the puzzles in this aren't that bad. Going back, it's not that bad. But the fact that they even have you go back, they could have done more with it, is more of the fact of the matter. It was definitely more lackluster than, like, it should have been. And Quartz is here. Sheesh, I digged some serious miles to get my paws on treasure, and I found squat. Talk about bad luck. I think some no-good thief beat me to the goods. There's nothing here but water now. Who in the stinking world would come all this way for water? Nobody, that's who. Huh. Ha ha. Ha. I'm cutting my losses and heading home. See ya. Yeah, totally. You would have to be a loser to come here for water, am I right? It's not like there is water outside. Please help me. Let's just stock up on bombs. I don't know the reason why you would do this, but you know what? It's here, and I'm low on bombs, so I might as well. Yeah. We want to head through the boss doors, so let's go through the boss door. Now, this is the most interesting thing about this dungeon. Going back to this dungeon. So the fact that you have stall enemies that you're fighting who were the mini-boss before. Sweet. Okay, no. And you can kind of cheat them a little bit because they're not even going to be focused on you. So you can kind of cheat. But yeah, three Stalfos, not a bad fight. I just wish that they had more Stalfos in here. Just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, killed one. Nice. And they're gonna swing. Okay. And we're back to the mini-boss, basically. Okay. Sweet. 5 rupees for that. What a waste. That is probably the most interesting thing about this back way through the dungeon. Like, honestly, they could have done a lot more with this. I don't hate it like other people do. I don't think it's a waste of time necessarily because it's so short, but it's the fact that it had so much potential to be cool because you're going back to a dungeon. One other thing I want to go and say before we leave this room, and I'm going to go and like show a clip of this probably. Probably not, actually. If I can find one, then I will. Because that would require me playing up to this point, doing something that I didn't do. If you don't grab the heart piece in here, the heart piece that we grabbed at the end of the dungeon the first time, it will actually spawn after this fight as if it were a boss. So, that's interesting in and of itself. Guys. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Psych, I did it anyway. I was saying I wouldn't do it, but I did it anyway. Sped run my way to this. And yeah, if you kill them, then you get the heart piece. Like a regular boss fight, it's funny. It's hilarious, actually. Other boss fights, it's just sitting there. You literally kill them as if they were a boss. We earn this heart piece for going through a file that took me 5 hours to go and do just for the episode. So, let's head forward. That's really the only thing interesting about that room after the fact. Or interesting about this revisit after that fight. I detect sacred water nearby. There are no monster auras causing interference, so you can douse here. Okay. Sweet, V. So, time to go and douse, I guess. One other thing I want to note before you grab the sacred water, because it's right there. Do not forget, because the thing is, you remember that goddess cube that we grabbed earlier on. Anybody who missed that their first time, they have a reason to come back here and grab the goddess cube back here. So, I would recommend grabbing that before you do this, because you'll see just now what happens whenever you grab the sacred water. So you want to get in the waterfall, because it's only the waterfall. It hasn't touched the spring yet. And you get sacred water. You got some sacred water. This pure water can heal the wounds of the water dragon. It has mystical properties that cannot be found in ordinary water. You don't say. There's a 95% probability that the water here is identical to the water within the water dragon's basin. I suggest we take it back to her. Okay, thank you, Fee. Yes, Fee teleports you out immediately afterwards. Immediately afterwards. So you want to grab that before you grab whatever you put in your bottle. And let's head back to the water dragon and report our findings. And that will be the end of the episode. So, going back to Florio Waterfall, because that's where you want to go. You want to go to Florio Waterfall. You have an easy way to get back to the water dragon. And I'm going to go and see if it's just a random... Okay, yeah, that Amber Relic I tried to go and talk about at the start of the episode is just a random drop here. It spawns randomly. Okay, that's cool to know, actually. So, let's go and get up. Nice catch, Link. Okay, let's see the water dragon. Hello, water dragon. Hello? I have your water. No. Forgot about the fact that you can do that. Be right back. I guess the best part about doing what I just did is I can show you that if you fuck up like I did, it's just a straight shot to the water. Okay, we're back with the water. Let's go fill up our bottle. I forgot about the first rule of every Zelda game, and this is even other Zelda games. This isn't just Skyward Sword. Always talk to NPCs before you do anything with bottles. Saves you a lot of headache. Hey, that I don't remember. In the original Wii version, I'm pretty sure... I'm not sure. I'm not, like, 100% sure about this. Because there is a margin of error. But Fee warps you out whenever you grab it. I don't think she did that in the original Wii version. I think you had to backtrack outside of the temple if you messed it up like that. I was about to go and prepare for that even. Okay, cool. Let's go back to her. Okay, take 2. Okay. Hello, water dragon. We meet again. Yes, just look at that color. There's no doubt that this is the water I need. Quickly, boy, pour it into my basin. Yes. Exquisite. I can feel the energy surging through me. Behold the full majesty of Pharaoh, water dragon and guardian of these lands. I stand tall, healed, and whole once again. Yeah, you are pretty big. Like, you in the little cauldron, you just look like that little cute plushie that you'd buy. You, like, fully grown or fully healed, look like an actual menacing dragon. Human, you have done well to bring me the sacred water I asked you for. I see now it was no coincidence that you completed the goddess's trial and obtained a water dragon scale. In turn, I will grant you the favor you have asked of me and lead you to the sacred flame of my land. Come. Now behold. Yo, waterbenders are canon to the Zelda universe now. Holy crap. Honestly, she is the water dragon. If she couldn't control water, then I don't know what the hell she'd be the dragon of. I don't know why she'd be called the water dragon if she couldn't control water. Go! The sacred flame you seek lies within this place. While the waterfall has barred entrance to this place for many years, monsters have still found their way in. Inside they flourish. Ah, but you are the goddess's chosen hero. Swatting a few monsters will be no trouble for you. I imagine you and I will cross paths again. Until then, do not lower your guard. Farewell, boy. Let's go. The dragon flies away. Yeah. And with that, and even with messing up with something that I should have known from playing Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, every fucking Zelda game. Like, that's not even an issue that only plagues this game, the bottle issue. It's literally every Zelda game. Talk to NPCs first. Never use your bottle items. But yeah, with that, that is the end of this episode. This is Ordonherder here, signing out. See you guys in the next one, where we will be heading in to the best dungeon in this game. See you guys next time.